Has the thought ever crossed your mind that quests in RuneScape are incredibly diverse and different when compared to quests in games of the same genre? That's what we'll be talking about today, so grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. When you take a look at other big names in the RPG and MMO genre, you think of Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Black Desert, and recently the newcomer called Albion Online, sometimes even compared to RuneScape. One thing all of these games have in common, unlike RuneScape, are simple quests. Most of the time, these quests require you to talk to an NPC to start, then you proceed to complete a task that NPC gave you, being either kill X amount of monsters, craft this or that item, or pick up this item and talk to that other NPC. The most common of these so-called quests is you killing a given amount of monsters and returning to the NPC that gave you that task. Now you might be thinking, doesn't RuneScape have something similar? And yes, you would be correct. However, RuneScape doesn't call these tasks quests. No, RuneScape has a separate skill for this called Slayer. The Slayer skill is almost the same to quests in other big MMOs. You talk to an NPC called a Slayer Master in RuneScape's case, and that NPC gives you a random task to kill a certain amount of monsters, and that's pretty much all you do within the Slayer skill. Which brings me to the point of this video. How can you call Slayer, or killing a few monsters, a quest? That's merely a task you have to complete. In RuneScape, quests are something entirely different. They encourage you to use your brain to think by solving puzzles and riddles. Quests also give you a sense of adventure and exploration by making you run around the entire world of RuneScape. The quests in RuneScape can actually become really complex and take you hours to complete, while providing you with corny jokes and lore which all fall into place once you get into a particular storyline. Speaking of storylines, you have a variety of quest series in different timelines and ages, showing you how in-depth and plentiful the lore of this game really is. It shows you how much blood, sweat, and tears have actually gone into the making of all of these puzzle pieces connected to make a massive story unparalleled to any other game. There's even a quest called Dimension of Disaster that brings you into an alternative reality. Now, what other game has something like that? I don't think there's many MMORPGs out there that have something unique like that within a quest. Now, I can go on about how there are quests that you have to complete in a certain time frame to get certain rewards and even more than that, but I think you get the point now. Quests in RuneScape are something else. One other thing I'd like to mention that I like and don't like at the same time is that compared to some other big MMOs, you are actually feeling a little bit forced to complete quests in RuneScape for the progression of your account. To clarify what I meant by feeling a bit forced to complete quests is to unlock certain abilities, areas, bosses, items, and other benefits, you have at least got to complete a chunk of the 225 quests available to players in RuneScape 3. This is something you either like if you feel like certain content should be locked behind certain requirements or quests, or don't like if you like to have all of the content available to you right away. Now, I may sound like I only think positively over quests, however that is not the case. I personally do not care much for quests and the lore behind them, and I only really complete quests purely for the rewards that they give. But you have to appreciate the work and thought process behind the quests in this incredible game called RuneScape. So I just want to give a big shout out to all of the mods and developers that work on quests at Jagex. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and I was your host, the frog in your local pond. Peace.